This would be a useful tip for you. Just going through, I've had a sample pack of some fabric. Oh, it's going back years ago. So I was just sorting out, I wanted some patchwork fabric made up. So I thought I'd use up the squares or the samples I had in this packet. They're not cut to square, and in fact they're all different sizes and shapes as well. So what I'm doing, as I'm going through, I'm joining them in pairs and I'll build it up from there. So as you can see from this one here, it's not straight edges. So before I go any further, I'm going to straighten this up, and I thought I'd show you how to do it. At the moment I'm not worried about block size, so all I want to do is just make sure that what I'm stitching with, all the sides are now going to be straight. So this isn't the easiest of colours to see with. I've got another block there, I'll show you on that one as well. I'm using one of my guidelines on the ruler along the sewn seam because that is straight. So that's my straight mark. Then I'm just moving this around. I'm doing it to the nearest 1/4 of an inch. So I don't want to cut it in between. So I've lined that up. I've got it to the to make sure that if I cut a straight line, I've got all fabric underneath. So once I've lined that up, make sure I can still trim across the top because that will mean that I only have to do this twice. So just slice that up there, just trim that bit off, and then trim that bit off the top. And then turn that 180 degrees. So I know now this side and this side are straight. So again, I'm using the centre seam because I know that's straight, lining up along one of the marker lines on this side. I need to bring that down to another line, so I've just moved it 1/4 of an inch so that I'm able to trim that off and that side. And then that one, and that side, just make sure that's cut all the way through. And there you have a block there, and I know that all sides on that are straight. This one isn't so bad, but I'm still going to check it because that needs straightening up there. So along the centre line, if you see, it's not quite up to the top of the ruler, so I'm going to come down to the next 1/4 inch line and line my up against the seam, and I can trim down the right hand side and the top. And make sure that's sliced through before I move it, through 180 degrees, and I'm going to do the same on here. So that's just about on there, so I can straighten that up along the lines and trim along the top and the side. There we go. And then you know all your outer edges are going to be straight with the seam across the middle. I thought that was a helpful tip for you if you were using odd pieces of fabric, sew them together and then just wanted to square them off, straighten the edges off. So you'll see these patches appearing fairly shortly in a project that I'm doing at the moment, so more on that another time.